Yeah, I'd
He
watch
jumps.
that. I would watch the hell out of that. He slides down a fucking
Pipe.
pipe and just yeah.
And then goes into a swimming level.
Yeah, and then he's just like swimming with the fucking fish. Yeah.
He never has to come up for air. That was something you had to do in Sonic. You couldn't live without air. You had to find like a bubble to breathe or surface. Whereas in Mario, they may have changed it up for some games, but I remember in the original Super Mario Brothers, when you were underwater, you were just underwater.
Yeah. And you could also throw fireballs underwater, which obviously defies the laws of physics, known physics.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what the physics are in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Sure. The Mushroom Kingdom.
To say
it is. I'm not. Do you have first-hand knowledge of the Mushroom Kingdom? Because I do.
All mine is second, third hand.
Right. Like fourth, fifth. You know, like friends of friends of friends. Yeah. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, I would watch that TV show for sure.
So Nintendo, if you're listening,
if you need a new, if you need us to present Mario in a more adult light, we can do that for
That's
you.
what Mario needs.
Let's shake it up for the 2020s, and really let's take the tires. Let's take it out for a spin and see what we can get it up to.
Yeah, let's Snyderverse this shit. Let's do.
Fucking Mario's gonna grab Koopa by the head and just break his fucking neck.
And then scream while Peach.
Yeah, I would watch that. I would watch the hell out of that.
And then the sequel, Mario v. Luigi.
And Luigi's like, I'm coming for you, Mario.
Do you bleed? What's he whisper?
Luigi has got a lot of jealousy that his brother has been off on these psychedelic trips for the majority of his life and evading authorities, and he's jealous. Like, let's be honest with you. He's been at home running the business, running the family plumbing business, and Mario's been off gallivanting in the counterculture. He's very upset about that. And somehow he's still Mama Mario's favorite son, like, oh, that Mario. Right. Except Luigi. He fucking
Luigi,
hates it.
There you go. You get Ray Romano to play Mario, and you get, what's his name from Everybody Loves Raymond?
I don't know what his name is. He was just...
You'd be a perfect Luigi.
He absolutely, especially in the way that we're talking about him, right? Although maybe we just get Ben Affleck to play Luigi and as Batman. Who would play Mario in this? Who is your Mario?
TV version?
Yeah, in our let's cast the show or a movie, if you will.
Okay, so let me ask some ground questions first. So when it comes to like Koopa and are we going like full CG, or are we going like the movie where Dennis Hopper played King Koopa?
I think you have to go CG to make him a dragon of some sort. I don't want to get all, I don't want to retcon this and be like, oh, he's a person the whole time. Although we kind of did that, right? Because we're like saying that he's all fucked up on drugs. Maybe it is just a person, but Mario sees it as a CGI.
As a dragon.
Right. Because he's all fucked up.
Let's see. Who would be a good Mario?
I
mean, Josh Gad, I guess, is a fat person in Hollywood.
Okay.
But he's not.
I don't know that he doesn't have. He doesn't have like
the gravitas.
Right. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, I like Josh Gad a whole lot. Don't get me wrong. I love Olaf. But I don't see Olaf like doing these things, right? Like, I don't see Olaf like traversing. I don't even remember the kingdom in Frozen. I should. I've seen both of them a lot because I have two.
Oh God.
Arendelle. He wouldn't be
yes.
traversing Arendelle like, where's fucking Bowser? I'm gonna smash his fucking head in.
No, you're right. So for the Prestige version, I guess we'll sexy Mario up a bit. Like, you don't want to go with a comedic actor, so like Dennis Franz is too old and maybe dead.
I don't know. I think he would have been perfect if we had made this like in the mid-90s.
if Bob Hoskins hadn't stolen the role right out from under him. All right. Well, here's my pitch for Luigi. Kenneth Branagh.
Wow.
Wearing his Murder on the Orient Express mustache.
Okay. I'm here for this. That's okay.
No, you don't like it? All right.
I think it's good. I think Luigi is more cerebral.
Pathetic.
Well, no. I think he's more cerebral in this. I don't know. I don't know why I had to ask the cast this. I can't even think of actors. I haven't seen a movie so long.
Have you ever watched *Halt and Catch Fire*?
No. You tell me to all the time, and I haven't.
You just take that cast and recast them. So Steve McNairy as Mario, Lee Pace as Luigi, Mackenzie Pierce as Peach, and then who played Donna? Hang on, I'm gonna vamp for a second while I respect this actress's name.
Sure, because you want to do it right.
Well, I guess you'd need a Peach and a Daisy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What was her name? Oh, Carrie Bish. Carrie Bish. Bishe. She'd probably be Peach, and then Mackenzie.
You know who I think I would go with Luigi?
Who?
Jude Law.
Okay. What would be the closest approximate Jude Law performance for?
Probably Captain Marvel.
Oh, interesting. What about
I guess in my mind, who? Jason Schwartzman. but only if he plays it like he played the Darjeeling Limited. I only want to see
Adrian Brody as Luigi.
Yeah, I would buy Adrian Brody as Luigi. I would definitely buy Adrian.
Actually, he's got he'd be kind of perfect for Luigi because he's got kind of that sad sack face, where he looks sad even whenever he's not.
Yeah, actually, I'm with you. I know that it started out as a joke with Jason Schwartzman, but since it led us to Adrian Brody, I'm definitely here for that for sure. I think that he could play it. Who could play Bowser? We can come back to.
Yeah. What about James Spader as Bowser?
Oh man, the performance that he could give as
annoyed Bowser.
I don't even know that Bowser's annoyed if James Spader's playing. I think that it would be very. I think it's perfect. To be honest with you, I think that he could play him both as the real world Bowser,
and
then as the dragon.
King Koopa.
Right. That Mario sees in his drug-fueled reality.
This is the story of the man who ate the super mushroom. That's how every episode starts. You know how at the beginning of Buffy, it's like, there's a chosen one who will battle evil. She is the slayer. It's kind of like that. We'll come up with a whole paragraph about Mario.
What about
Toad?
Okay, Toad. I hadn't thought about Toad. Who could play? Josh Gad could actually play Toad.
Yeah, I was gonna say Josh Gad could be Toad. I mean, that's kind of his wheelhouse. But what would be great is if we went against type and cast like a super hunk as Toad.
Like Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Or Chris Hemsworth or something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking let's get an Avenger in there. I think Chris Pine should play Bowser Jr.
Okay.
As Dennis Hopper's kid.
Okay.
Let's see.
You know who actually I'm going to say should be Mario because I think that he could bring a certain gravity to this role that this weird dual role that we're envisioning. Leonardo DiCaprio.
I mean,
and here's the thing: he's going to make this an Oscar-worthy performance.
Well, it would be Emmys, but yeah, since we're
that's fair. That's
TV.
fair. You're totally right.
Leo comes to TV. I mean, that would be huge.
It would be.
He hasn't done TV since
Growing Pains.
This is his return, and he's got to make sure it's as special as Growing Pains.
And what better way to make it special than being in America's and really the world's?
Yeah, this is a Japanese product. Let's not kid ourselves.
One of the world's most beloved video game characters, Mario.
could make you believe a man could have the same name twice and it be okay.
And it would be fine, and you would also be like, I'm here for this man's journey. Here's the thing. If
you're to laugh at him.
Right. If you get someone like who has that seriousness, who brings that seriousness to the role like Leo, every time he like takes those drugs, it's gonna be like a scene from like, you know, Django,
Breaking Bad,
or something like that, where he's like, you know, he's just like, he's in the role at that point, and he is fighting like fake dragons, and he is like after his girlfriend. And
what about you could also, as Koopa, maybe Mads Mikkelsen from Rogue One and Hannibal. You know who I'm talking about? He was what's her name? He was the dad in Rogue One, the one who designed the Death Star.
He would be good too, although I think that you've ruined it with James Spader. I don't see it being anyone else.
Yeah, James Spader is just so perfect. Let's not kid ourselves.
And it's the voice and his delivery more than anything, because like, you know, James, he's a bigger dude now. He's not like, you know, 1980s heartthrob James Spader anymore.
No, he's
2020
Spader,
right? Yeah. But as the Age of Ultron has shown me, like, the voice is still like incredibly powerful, in a way that okay. I think that we've got a pretty good cast here. Is there any other people that we're missing?
Well,
did someone play Yoshi?
Yeah, I was gonna say we need a Yoshi. Well, does Yoshi talk?
Well, if you're on drugs, he does.
So what is Yoshi in the real world? Is he a moped?
Yeah, maybe in the real world, Yoshi is just you're right. He doesn't talk. I think you're right. I don't know that you can.
But you could still get, you know, like how on South Park they had George Clooney voice the dog. And
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, he's in the first season as Stan's dog, I think. And all he does is bark. So we could get like somebody to make Yoshi noises, some famous person like Matt Damon or Thomas Hayden Church or whatever.
What about
Giamatti would also be a very good Mario.
Oh man, actually, like if we had gone the fat route instead of the real like Hollywood route. What about the women? What about Peach? Who is Peach, or who is it is Peach, right? Daisy's the one in Donkey Kong. Although you'd really need both. I think Jennifer Lawrence could be a pretty good Peach.
She could, yeah. Especially a Peach who's like fucking over Mario's shit. Like maybe they were never even really dating. They were just like friends, and he's like,
"Get it through your thick fucking head that we are not together."
And we never were.
I could see her shouting that at a drug-fueled Leonardo DiCaprio, and it being like
Basketball Diaries,
like a split screen, like the way she's seeing it's the real world, and he's reacting that way. But then, like, the way he's seeing it is the Mushroom Kingdom, and, like, you know, reacting to all that. And, like, he's like, I got to get you out of here. There's too much going on here.
This is crazy. I'm here to save you. It's a me.
I don't know that you do
Leonardo DiCaprio doing the It's a Me.
What about, are there any other villains?
I mean, in Mario 2, they're the Shy Guys.
But Mario 2 is, like... It was a Japanese game that they just put Mario in.
Right.
Although that's a whole sequel that you could get into, right? He goes to Leonardo DiCaprio.
He goes another layer down.
He goes to Japan and he does the drugs in Japan, and that's what happened. He's on flying carpets and like.
What the fuck? And in that season, everybody's on the adventure. Like in season 1, it's just him, and nobody has joined him. And then in the season finale, either through like coercion or fate or circumstance, the other major players in the story end up taking the same drug that he's been on all season.
He does it to them.
There we go. He's like
he does what Zach Galifianakis' character does to the dudes in The Hangover. He fucking spikes them all. Like they're there to celebrate his. He regains his whole reality, right? Like, they're like, we love you, Mario. We're here for you. We came to Japan because you've been sober for an entire year, and we wanted to celebrate. And they're not drinking like alcohol because obviously that would my.
Right. He's sober now.